Oh, that's a boat.
Well, yeah, it's a boat. We're by the Ohio River. Great. I look like I'm talking to myself.
God, I hope the mics are on.
I see blue lights.
Yeah, I think we're good.
The good kind.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
What is she doing now?
Oh.
Oh, she's feeding the cat. Shout out to my dog for loving me so much that he was so excited to see me when I got home.
Yep.
And he scratched my new paint.
Oh man. Said she was feeding the cat.
Yeah.
Is that the one that you see late at night when you're taking your walks and she's out hoeing?
She's out hoeing, dude. I caught her down the street hanging out with a bunch of stray cats. I was like, "What are you doing down here?"
Oh goodness. She was waiting at the end of the driveway last night for you.
I know. And when she saw me down there, she knew she got caught. She literally just didn't even come to me. She was like, "Damn it." She was like, "He caught me."
Oh shit. I can't show my face around here again.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even talk to you.
I know.
Just looked at you and
out
said,
here whoring around. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
My own cat.
What you gonna do? You ain't raising her right.
I guess.
Hi, we're Joe and Lisa. This is Natty Talks.
We don't really know what to talk about on this one, so
That's
we're
okay.
just kind of spitballing. We do have things to talk about. We just
Right.
I think we have to be in the right mindset in order to achieve what we want to achieve.
You are correct.
Because I feel like when all the times that we said, "Hey, we haven't even taken the brakes off yet. We haven't even pushed the gas pedal down." This is what we were meaning. Like, you know, the last few podcasts we've been doing, you know,
the deep stuff.
They've been deep things. They've been life things. And like when we were doing like the life lessons episodes, it was kind of us warming up to this.
Yeah.
And you know, this is just real.
That was a boat. And yes, this is real.
And this is very authentic. And you know, that's something that you don't see on other podcasts. And like, I'm not saying you know, like when we do this, the way I see it is like there's a million podcasts out there. But the ones that are good have like something about them.
Right. It's the authenticity.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Right. Which is what we are.
And then if you look at the really big ones, like Joe Rogan and that whole group of even like comedians and things like that, or like whatever, like people that go on podcasts and things like that.
Yeah.
That's like, okay, they're basically doing like an interview. And it's not what we do.
No.
This is just...
You just have a conversation.
This is just a conversation. Or like when we have Dakota on.
Or Lexi.
It's just, you're just hearing somebody speak on things that we all go through.
I don't know if the wind is picking. I don't know if the wind is picking up, so.
No, the wind's fine. It shouldn't be too bad.
Okay.
I hope.
Well, we'll find out.
See if I can get you in my draft. It's like NASCAR.
Oh, okay. You say so.
But yeah, like Dakota in that last video we did, he's like, I know when I got him angry. And just wait till me and him get do another podcast episode. Wait till we do another one.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna ask him, because I know he's not gonna see this because he doesn't watch film.
No.
I told him down there, I said, you wait and see, buddy.
And
he goes, oh, now I know I need to prepare, And I was like, you just wait and see, dude.
Whereas with me, I don't really have to. Oh, there she is.
Oh, it's the star of the show. Come here, honey. Oh, look at you.
You're gonna have to pick her up so that people can see.
Come here. You are the sweetest.
But as I was saying,
Look at her.
whereas with me,
She might be running the streets, but hey,
she is. But
she's a sweetie.
she's the sweetest thing ever. She's a pretty girl.
She's a sweetie. Here you go, honey. Lay down.
We'll see if she does. But with me, it's like I'll watch our films, I'll watch tape to just go back and better myself and see where you and I have things go.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also you and I can have that like authentic and raw reaction. I can't see your face now. The authenticity. Whenever you're going to say something that I don't know, I'm not going to react the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh,
There she is.
Oh yeah, that's the spot.
It's our first mascot.
Yeah, that's stuck around.
Isn't this cat incredible, by the way? Look at her. She is a very wild cat. Like she roams these woods and everything.
She's showing off for all of y'all
I
to
know.
watch.
She walks these woods.
So if you're new, welcome to our new mascot.
Yeah. And
Hi,
she
pretty girl.
yeah, she runs in and out of these woods. I'll find her down the street.
She got a little wound.
She hunts.
She got a little wound by her eye.
Honey.
Around her eye, this eye.
No, baby. No. What happened? Oh my God, you're fine.
She's fine.
She's tough.
Exactly.
Dude, her paws, like, they're big.
She's like, don't touch me. Oh, she sees
She
something.
sees something she wants to eat. Go get it.
Yeah.
Go get it. Go on. Go on. Just go get it. Go get
Side note, just watching a cat's eyes is very fascinating.
it. Mm-hmm.
Just like
They really are incredible creatures.
They are.
They really are. Like if you live with one in your house, even it's still an incredible creature.
Oh,
like
yeah.
if you just watch it,
Do you
she
see-
sees the dog.
I was gonna say she sees the good boy.
Oh God.
Almost said his name.
But yeah, ooh.
We're gonna burp.
Oh.
It was such a lady
just
like
ate.
she was just a lady like
But
burp
yeah,
too.
she roams around and just goes everywhere, and it's really incredible. It really is. And by the way, shout out to all the new people that are coming around this podcast.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot more people starting to watch, and it's pretty great.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
There'll be more dumb stuff that Joe does.
Oh yeah, baby, why would you jump? Why would you leave me? Don't do it. Thank you.
Put a little bit more weight on it.
Honey, don't leave. Look how beautiful she is.
She is. She's a pretty girl. Oh no, sweetie, come here.
Why would you leave me?
Oh, there she is.
That's a good girl.
Oh, don't say that on the podcast. Don't say that on the podcast.
Say what?
Like we were saying, thank you to the new people following us. Dumb shit will happen.
Yeah, see, like me.
And
Perfect
then
timing.
Joe also likes to say things that you should not say on the podcast.
Oh. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Ah, my bad. I was talking about the cat. Anywho,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, cats are magnificent creatures.
Yeah, she is.
We've had animals on here before, but she's staying for us. She's loving the screeches.
And she's a good one. But no, but yeah, thanks to everybody that's started to watch this. Thanks to everybody up in Detroit.
Yeah. To the random people while we're filming and ask what it's about, and thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Oh, you purring.
All my friends in Nashville.
Ew. She just flung something on me. I thought it was her snot, and I was like, no, thank you.
To my Nashville family. Because that's something that my dearest friend would do down there.
Yeah. But yeah, when it comes to me, I'll watch our stuff every now and then just to better myself and see where you react to things. But also, I can do the authentic thing where you say something and I have no idea what you're gonna say.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm gonna react like it's normal.
Right.
I'm not gonna have like a crazy reaction.
And if anybody that
See, I told you. She's
you
blind. She's blind. It's not on both of us. That's what it had to be.
Shh. Watch this. Look at her. Get him. Get him.
Get the squirrel.
Get him. Squirrel. Look at this. Live action.
I can't really turn around.
What?
I can't really turn around, so I'm just going. You just give me descriptives.
Oh, she's just sitting there looking at these squirrels in the tree. But yeah, no,
Squirrel.
squirrel. Yeah, for all the new people, you'll see. But yeah, no, like I just yeah, Dakota in that last video he did.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he's like, I know we fit in. I know I know you have me on here and blah, 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 and you're trying to fit a narrative and all this stuff. And I went, and I was like, dude, I told him this last night. I did tell him this. I said, dude, I want you to know that there is no narrative.
Mm-mm.
When me and Lisa do this, this is just creative flow,
Yeah.
like improv. Like we're just,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not like we're. How do I say this? It's not like we're
We're not trying to curate a certain thing.
yes.
The only time we do is if we do any of those like life lessons ones and we find some quotes that we want to react to and
Right.
have a male opinion and a female opinion.
Right. Like that's it. And it's not like we're it's not like we're trying to like drive an opinion.
Mm-mm.
We're just talking truth.
Yeah.
But we're doing it in a way that, do you want me to move this?
And no, I like it, but it's making me itchy.
Yeah. Do you want me to move it?
Why
You're
is
probably itching because you're probably allergic to this material.
what material is it?
Some petroleum byproduct.
Okay, I guess, yeah.
Which is another reason why you should own Tesla.
Yeah.
Because then if you have more petroleum byproduct.
That or I'm getting bit by bugs. One of the two. She's like, dang, you took my hiding. Sorry.
Got fishing poles in there.
The
Got a
squirrel.
cat. What else we got in here? My water.
She knocked over.
Jeez.
Ma'am, you're being a menace. You're being a typical woman.
But yeah, man. This podcast is just. I know I shouldn't say
I have a problem with and whatnot.
Yeah. See, like we. This is crafted.
Mhm.
I feel like we're coming into our own. It's like
Yes.
we're starting to finally get it. We're starting to. All of these times we've just done videos where we get done and we're like, okay.
Yeah.
We did one.
Yeah, but there's been a few that we've done that we're like, oh yeah, this is good.
Yeah, but like there's been a few where we're just like driving and we're like, dude, these are just we caught lightning in a bottle.
Yep.
Oh, look at us.
You want a high five for that one? Okay, do it real. Other hand. You almost hit her.
I would never, except the one time
Damn it. I
The
really
one
want,
time
she's
she-
really cute right now and I want to take a picture.
she just grabbed me.
Give me your phone. Okay, now it might not be as cute because she's like laying down. No, okay.
Oh,
Do you want to be with her?
No, just get her by herself. Oh god, it's incredible.
Well, I'm taking a video.
That's fine. Screenshot it. Look at her.
Move.
Isn't she beautiful?
She is.
She looks like a Kentucky wildcat.
She does.
Maybe that's what she is, and I just think
You got a bobcat in your yard.
it's a bobcat. They're just napkins, honey.
You might want to move your phone because knowing her, she's gonna.
It's okay.
I know.
But yeah, I know we're just derailing.
Like I said, I mean, we have a couple things we want to talk about, but like you said, we got to be in the kind of a mindset to do that. So,
I mean, I guess we can try,
Yeah.
and if we don't like it, we'll just cut it. Because
I mean, we don't edit anything. But
not because of editing. It's that I want to give it its due.
correct. We want to do due justice.
Yeah.
I get that. I respect that.
And you can just, I don't know, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So what was something that we wrote down?
It's in the truck.
Are you kidding me? Where?
In my bag.
Do you see what I deal with?
Sorry. You're lucky I wrote it down. I was gonna type it out. But then
Ugh.
someone was like, no, I would have just texted it to you then. Big old piece of paper with the calendar on the other side.
Oh God, I'm reading these. This is, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it.
Okay. Okay.
This one would be called since we don't, wait, I'm gonna,
We could just talk about life.
we can try. We can talk about life too. Start talking
We
about life.
could talk about anything and everything we want.
I know we can.
Damn it, he's chirping again.
Oh, sorry. I don't give two shits.
You
I
will. You will later.
Oh, I won't.
Okay. Hi, pretty girl.
Oh my goodness.
She's so precious. Or we could just talk about January.
Oh, that was a fun month.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
On this day, I broke my wrist. No. I didn't break my wrist on one of these days, but I had my surgery on that day.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I died earlier that month, didn't I?
No.
Is that December?
You and I both had life-altering events in December.
Mhm.
But they were good things.
They were good things.
They catapulted us into something new.
Yeah, correct.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. I enjoy talking about life
Mm-hmm.
because at least someone does.
Yes.
I know, baby. I know. Oh, no.
I mean, this is kind of a perfect segue. You're talking softly to a cat.
I know.
Oh, do you want me to read one of these things?
Go ahead.
One of the bullet points that you had me write down was talking about fighting your natural self.
Yes. Fighting your natural self.
This goes for both men and women.
Right. Both men and women. The thing about it is I think with the way society is, and not like political views.
Mm-mm.
I mean like the everyday 9 to 5, do whatever, get a few hours to yourself and go to bed, wake up, do it all over again.
Mm-hmm.
I think, most I don't know why most people don't realize this, but a man is a worker.
Mm-hmm.
A man is a provider.
Yes.
A man is a protector.
That's
And
how
that
men are
just
wired.
doesn't mean like money. That doesn't mean like money. It doesn't mean like materialistic things.
It's all four realms.
It's all four realms. Yes, he should provide in any way he can,
Mm-hmm.
not going overboard, but being realistic.
Yeah.
Like, especially with today, if you're expecting to find a man that's going to provide you with like cool cars and mansions and money, Those
not
those
in
types
not in the
those
American economy right now.
those right. Those kind of men that exist don't want you. Like,
They want to be left alone.
right. Like, it's, and the thing about it is you can't deny this. Like, if you really think about the fundamental root baseline definition of a man,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Most men hearing me say that
We'll agree.
will agree. Absolutely, dude. That is exactly what a man is.
Mm-hmm. A man's man.
That doesn't mean he has to go out and chop wood, like in like red flannel with lumberjack style. Like, no. Some men excel in places other men don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's what they do, though. Is what they do at their job. They excel.
Right.
Or they're either good at it or they're not.
Yeah.
But by the time a man gets to a spot, by the time he gets there and he's like in his career and he's like, I know I am good at this, at that point, he is complete.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a whole sense,
Right.
but complete as a man. That he has purpose.
But it could be in a whole sense as well.
Maybe it is. Maybe if he has ambition and drive
Yes.
for something better.
Not sorry to say this, men these days don't have that.
No, most men don't. Because of our society.
And that's really annoying.
It is annoying.
As
annoying.
As a single woman, that's really annoying.
I know. I know it is. Like, I'm saying that, like, I know it's hard for women these days.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Yeah.
Because most men are not men. I fully agree with you all.
Mm-hmm.
See, I can talk down about men. I will all day.
Right.
You want to know why I'm pissed about some of the men around here? Because they're not fucking men.
Mm-hmm.
So then they make women treat other, like actual men, they don't appreciate them and they take them for granted. And then they find out later, like, oh shit, he was an actual fucking man.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah. I know.
like when a man loves someone, like when he really loves, and a man does it, it's a different level of a. I mean, you are getting every bit of him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something you're not going to find another man do for you.
No. I think you only get that once in a lifetime, possibly twice.
Yes, maybe. I haven't. I thought I did.
Right.
Life had different plans.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like I was born like this.
No.
Oh, I used to be a shithead.
I can believe that.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I did. But I didn't, it wasn't like I was trying to be one.
No.
I
were just...
I was struggling to beat inner demons.
Yes.
And also our society was very different. You got to remember, this was during the hookup culture. Which if you
I think that happens every generation, but yes.
Does it?
Yes.
Don't do it. Like it's so detrimental to your soul, dude.
Mm-hmm.
The further down it you go, the harder it is to come back to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're weak and insecure and you don't love yourself, you are just leading yourself straight to hell.
Mm-hmm.
And not like I'm saying you're going to hell because of how you behave.
Right.
I'm saying you are putting yourself in a prison.
Right. You're going to live in your own personal torment.
Yes. You're going to live in your own personal torment. because you're not learning the lessons in life.
Correct.
And this is it's not like I'm trying to be like God, and I'm
Right.
not trying to do that. What I'm saying is that like you can't deny this, because if you talk to other human beings who have been alive,
Mm-hmm.
they will tell you,
Right.
hey dude, there's this whole thing called karma.
Just like that, karma.
I just wanted to say karma
I know.
with a
emphasis.
with a twist.
With a twist. But no, you're right. When you are fighting yourself,
Right.
when you fight your natural self, and it's the same for women.
I know. The thing that I was going to say is that I feel like when women hear something from a man, they just instantly get defensive. And it's like, if you would just calmly relax.
Mm-hmm.
The word relax should not be offensive.
No.
That is what I'm saying. Just calm,
And you're right.
peace, and just listen.
Right. Instead of reacting emotionally.
Instead of reacting emotionally, which you're just proving my point
Mm-hmm.
that the word relax to you provokes an emotion.
Right. It's like anytime somebody says calm down.
I didn't want to say it.
Yeah. No, you're right. Because there's something you said earlier that I did not appreciate, but I let it go. Instead of letting my emotion react, I just sat in silence and let it go.
Yes.
My face probably didn't look it, but you did not react to my face. You were like,
nope.
Just let it go.
Just let it go. Just silently.
Mm-hmm. That's why both men and women have to have emotional intelligence.
Yes.
Because even if
Sorry.
you're good,
I was reacting to my thought.
go ahead.
What this is saying is how you're wired.
Mm-hmm.
Is your natural self.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I was about to say.
If you deny this, what happens is you're literally just fighting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Your natural biological creature self.
Mm-hmm. Yes. At one point.
Go ahead. I'm breathing.
I know. At one point in my life, I was like, oh, I'm just going to turn off all of my emotions. I'm going to hit the forget button.
Yes.
I'm not going to deal with them.
How did you like that decision?
It's fun for a while.
Fun for a while.
Which led me into hookup culture. And drinking.
And doing stupid shit, huh?
And doing stupid shit.
Wow.
And then when I got in a healthy relationship, that's when I was like, okay, I'll turn my emotions back on. That didn't end well.
Nope.
That relationship didn't end well.
Nope.
I was like, oh, I never dealt with the emotions from that first relationship. That wasn't wise. I got to work through that shit.
You know, that was the thing. That was the thing. I talked about that during the Dakota video.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked about this the other day. As I said, I used to be not a man I'm proud of.
Mm-hmm.
I ruined my blessing
Mm-hmm.
by my own hands.
We do that a lot.
We do. Especially if you haven't learned your lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And what I said in that Dakota video was...
The last episode.
I said, man, I texted her at 2:30 in the morning and told her that I was sorry because my whole world has been shattered.
Mm-hmm.
And now I know what it felt like. And
I'm so sorry I put you through that.
Yeah.
Because you've been on both sides of it.
After 15, 16 years since then.
Mm-hmm.
And even though she has forgiven me multiple times, she was like, you don't need to tell me this. I've already forgiven you.
You need to say it for yourself.
I needed to say it for myself just to get it out emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the thing about men. Men are not wired emotionally.
Mm-mm.
So when you have a man feeling emotion and he's capable of controlling himself, like, dude, if you get a man angry,
Mm-hmm.
like Dakota's going to find out, if you're not knowing of your emotions as a man,
Mm-hmm.
because you just say, I don't feel them. But somebody is capable of taking your emotions and doing this with them, and then doing this with them and bringing them back down.
Well,
That is why it's important for a man to be able to control his emotions and be emotionally intelligent.
You're right.
That is why.
Right.
I did it on film. He just doesn't know it's coming yet.
Right. Because when I actually first met you and we started hanging out, I at one point was like, "Oh, he's not emotionally mature. Like I'm more emotionally mature than him. He's a hot mess." And then I slowly realized, okay, no, I'm in the wrong. He actually is. And then I also eventually caught on that you would do that. You weren't doing it to manipulate me. You were doing the up and down of the emotion to help teach me.
Mhm.
Like I already know a lot because I do have the upper hand.
Yeah, because
And
you're a
because-
woman and
right.
you're wired that way.
But what you were showing me is how an emotionally mature man handles it.
Yeah. And it's not like, sorry guys, it's not easy.
Mm-mm.
Like men have lost, like, I'm not talking about every single man, by the way, and we're not talking about every single woman.
No.
Like, I know plenty of guys out there that are just, I know they are men, and this is why that we're friends, because I'm like, these guys get it.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter how physically fit you are.
Uh-uh.
You should be physically fit, or you should at least work out as a man.
You got to cover all fours. Yep.
Like, because that is self-respect.
Mm-hmm.
It is self-respect. Like, I respect myself enough to go to the gym and work out.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I want to look good. Not because I want to, like, I'm not an athlete anymore. But I want to take care of myself and I want to be physically able.
I'm glad I'm blocking the cat right now.
Oh, good. Oh.
Stop. No. Squirrel.
It does pain me. It pains me that men behave the way they do.
Mm-hmm.
And not because of the way they treat women. I mean, I feel like that's
a whole other topic we could talk 5 hours about.
I know. I feel like we were talking about the definition of what makes a good man and a good woman.
Mm-hmm.
We said that in your all's video, you and Lexi.
Yes.
And it absolutely is like, dude, how a man treats his woman is how he views her.
You want to know how a man treats women? Watch how he treats his mother or his sisters. I mean, yes and no. Each thing is situational based.
Yeah.
And the same goes for how women treat men.
I mean, there are some situations you just don't know how to handle.
Correct. That is completely understandable.
Right. But yeah, like, and I'm not saying that, like, with money, like and that's the thing, women are looking for a man who's able to provide. Unfortunately, in our society, that means how much money they have.
To the average woman, yes.
No, it's how you're wired as a woman, because as a woman, on your natural biological wiring, you are looking for a man who can provide. on a biological creature standpoint, back in the day, that meant someone who could go out and hunt and bring home food.
You do have a point, but that is just one of them.
In today's society, going out and hunting for food means money.
Touches on one of the four.
And it's unfortunate.
Yes.
But that's just, you know, GTA, bro. That's just what we're doing out here.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're doing. 12 gauge.
Does that mean we're going to go down to the corner later and beat up a stripper to get her money? Because we're playing GTA?
I loved that game, dude. I loved that game.
It's a good game.
But yeah, man, like, and this is something I said the other day. I said one problem for a man in this world that we're living in is that everything that makes a man has been made to be seen in a way that doesn't bring value to him.
Mm.
So it's really fucking hard out here for a man.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're with somebody who is busy all the time and not disciplined to wake up on time in the morning, to take vitamins and take care of themselves so they can be physically able to handle what they have in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean like being able to have energy to do it. That means
Right.
being physically able to handle the structure of that type of schedule.
Right.
Without structure, everything else in your life doesn't work.
Correct.
So like, if you're doing that to yourself, you're basically living a masculine form of life,
Mm-hmm.
which means that you have to take care of yourself in different ways.
Mhm.
But if you don't break the cycle, you're fighting your natural self,
Mm-hmm.
your biological creature.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you look at a horse, you can see you can see how the males are just kind of different.
Mm-hmm.
Not by their looks, not because they have a dick, but because like the behavior of the horse.
The behavior of a male horse, yeah.
Their aggression was different.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying the female horses weren't.
It's the same with lions.
Right. It's the same premise. The thing about it is, well, lions are interesting. Well, that's because they're kings. They have women provide for them. But
multiple.
multiple. What are you trying to say here? Stop.
Nala and Simba were siblings.
Ew. Gross. Were they?
Yes.
Well, that's how it is when you're living in the lion kingdom. I guess.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Why do you think Scar was casted out? Well, his pride's only of one male.
He wasn't a very good one.
Nope.
See what happens when you're not a good male?
I just hit the cat. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Baby! Oh, baby! Oh.
Sorry, sweetheart. But yeah.
What I'm saying is that when somebody is trying to explain this to a woman, I feel like the first thing they do is jump to offensive.
Yeah.
Like they're just like, oh, this motherfucking male is telling me about how I am, you know, whatever. I'm like, honey, yes, I am. I am telling you how you are on a biological creature level, just like me, how I'm talking about me as a male.
Devil's advocate. How are you delivering it? How's your tone when you deliver it?
I'm trying to be soft.
Good.
Am I?
Right there, no, you will not. But whenever you have wanted me to understand something. You have always, for the most part,
Right.
been soft. Now there have been times you have not, but that is because I needed more firmness in my life.
Yeah.
But this is also where I'm teaching
Don't you
you
think
things.
about it. Don't you think about it. No! Get out of there.
She looked at me like, I'm getting in here.
Jesus.
But this is in the areas where I've taught you that you need to be softer with me.
I know. And I'm learning that as, I mean,
You are learning.
I'm going to admit.
And that's where I'm learning to use my voice.
Right. True. You are communicating.
Mhm.
Like ladies,
And not being afraid to communicate.
don't be afraid to communicate. How are you supposed to get what you want?
You cannot read my mind.
I know I can't.
You cannot read my mind.
Are you thinking about the pizza we just ate?
Yeah.
Are you really?
So Joe and I can read each other's minds, but the average male
No.
cannot read a woman's mind.
No.
We are on this level, which is a whole nother story.
Right.
She gonna get back in there.
Don't you think about it. Get to baby.
She is like struggling. All right, you've been a great guest. It's time to run along and go scamper.
Scoot on so I can take you out and have the money come pop up.
What's the male cat in Aristocats? Thomas. Go find Thomas. Go find Thomas, the alley cat.
But yeah,
Go on.
she's just gonna sit and rub on
I
me.
know she will.
But yeah, we're not attacking.
No.
We're not criticizing.
You are trying to communicate.
I'm trying to communicate. I'm trying to communicate as a man who cares because I'm not married.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have kids. It's getting hard to find a good woman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I sit here and talk about men, I'm talking about how a man should carry himself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also a godly man.
Yes.
I look at myself in a way that I don't care about making anyone else proud of me other than God himself.
Mm-hmm. So it should be.
I want to look and say, I just want to look and say, on the day I die, I'm going to stand there and be like, you know what? When I was given the blessing of life, I was guaranteed death.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go die honorably. I'm going to be the kind of man that God would be proud of. I'm going to make God proud.
He's going to say those famous words to you.
Yeah. When I die, instead of looking at me and saying, hey, you know that really dumb fucking move you made way back then that you shouldn't have made? Go try to learn again.
It's not how it works.
Who knows? Who knows? But you're sure as shit not going to fucking heaven because you didn't learn your lesson. I have learned my lesson. Like, I view me as being, because this is me.
Mm-hmm.
This is me. If you put me downtown when I'm hanging out or whatever, this is me. If
You're the same person no matter where you're at.
right.
Whether you're out on
And
country roads, downtown city.
And the thing is like, I'm sure if she sees this, she's like, no, it's not. You also got to realize that it's hard out here for a man.
Mm-hmm.
As I was saying, when society has taken what really makes a man valuable and thrown it into the ground, it's hard for a man to have any kind of value.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I work my fucking ass off. Not for anyone
But yourself.
but myself. That's how I'm wired.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
But what do women do that men can't?
How much time you got? There's a lot.
I know there is. But what's that one thing that women can do that men can't?
Perform a miracle.
Correct. Provide a blessing on this earth.
Mm-hmm. I dare anyone to try and tell me that that's not a miracle.
It is a miracle.
I know it is, but I would love for someone to try to tell me it's not.
Right. It's a miracle. Regardless.
Yeah.
And it's getting harder and harder and harder to find someone
Right.
to procreate with
That is going to be good.
that is going to be
And
good.
It's the same for women.
I know.
I know you know. That's why it matters who you procreate with.
I know. It does. It does. It absolutely does.
That's why, from a biblical standpoint, it tells people to wait.
Whoa, what did I say that day?
You had to learn how to love somebody without being with them physically.
Yes.
You had to learn to love me.
Yes. I had to learn to love my children. It's a different level of loving someone.
It is.
And I will say that out loud. When you are in a relationship where you don't have sex often, typically, after a while, a man's just going to say, fuck this.
Mm-hmm. Same with a woman.
Typically, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're not doing it, you're not bonding. You're not bonding
Mm-hmm.
together. And then if you're cheating.
I was about to say, I thought about that phrase earlier today. When someone says once a cheater, always a cheater. That's not true.
It's not true, no. It's not true. I used to be.
Because it's also not physical.
Right. It's not physical.
It could be
It's
one of the other three.
It's your spiritual side. It is your lack of emotional intelligence. And it's your lack of empathy.
Mm-hmm.
And consideration. And appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
And gratitude.
Yeah.
And
if whoever you're with is not able to provide that, man or woman, they will go find it somewhere else.
yes. And
And that sucks.
Yeah. Especially when you're the one that did the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because life is not forgiving.
No. Life is brutal.
Ask me how I know.
Look, it's mine.
It's a deer.
There's a deer.
It's a deer. Hi, honey. Come here.
Oh, great. Is Joe going to show off that he's a Disney prince?
No, I'm a king.
Touche.
Come on. I'll be here in a minute. And geese are having some fun over there.
They are.
I don't.
Shout out to these mics, by the way. These are really good mics because you couldn't hear me at all in the last episode. You had to really have headphones in and turn the volume all the way up to somewhat hear me. But then if you did that, then your ears are going to be blown out by Joe yelling. So, yeah. Shout out to these mics.
It's hard for me to talk about those things we were just talking about.
We can move on.
No, we can say there. It's hard.
I get that. I understand that it's hard because I mean,
Hush it.
being on the other side of it, like not being the one who messed up, being the one that finds out that you were cheated on one way or the other. That's not fun either.
No.
Because if you don't have good self-esteem, and this is from my own experience,
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was the one that did something wrong. I thought I was the one who fucked up. When in fact it wasn't. It was
No.
the narcissist that I was dating.
Yep.
And I was made to believe that I was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I lost a sense of myself,
Mm-hmm.
which I was just starting out with in life when I had met that person. So I
Yep.
was just starting to figure out who I was.
Yep.
And then that got completely dismantled until I finally was like, enough is enough. Which then it resulted in me turning off my emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And because I had my foundation in my faith, I was able to, one, finally realize I don't need to be treated like this. I know what real love is. This is not it. But
I feel like too many people just have transactional relationships
they do.
that they think that's what love is.
They do.
And it's not.
Because they either don't know what real love is or they've forgotten what real love is.
Right.
I'm going to rephrase that. Unconditional love is.
Right. Because unconditional love is very different.
Mm-hmm. And I will say this also. When I first met you, did not think you were a godly man.
I wasn't.
No.
I mean, I believed in God, but
not to my standards of what a definition of a godly
Right.
man is.
right. We never talked about this stuff.
I never thought we would in my lifetime.
No. I guess when a man cares about, when a man has been beat up in life, typically that man is not an asshole. Typically that man is kind because he doesn't want to put any type of hurt on someone else because he doesn't want them to experience the pain and suffering that he has.
It's the same with women.
No.
I'm wrong.
Oh,
I'm wrong.
is that a
Women,
oh, sorry. I'm taking that from the standpoint of something.
Right.
Sorry. Go ahead.
the average woman will get better.
Correct. When a woman is hurt, she will literally become, and if she doesn't heal from a past relationship, she just gets bitter
Mm-hmm.
and evil.
Parts of her heart become hardened.
Yes. Hell has no fury other than a woman scorned.
Yep.
From what? Your own lack of ability to just be vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. Or somewhere along the line, they were scared to be vulnerable because they'd been vulnerable in the past and it got stepped all over.
Yeah.
It's the same for men. Somewhere along the way, a man was emasculated and
Mhm.
spoken down to. So then he's like, why should I even try?
Yeah.
I remember making like a tweet about that, and Twitter was like, hey,
Hey.
some people might not like this. Do you want to post this? I was like, fuck yes, I do.
Yeah. Go be a man.
Right.
I don't know why women take it offensively when a man is trying to communicate and say, hey, why don't you think about the fact that, like,
He's being
womanhood. Womanhood.
right. Well, that and that he's actually like opening up and being vulnerable.
True. There's vulnerability right there. He's just speaking his mind.
Exactly.
What are you going to do? Get mad at him because that's what he has experienced in life and it's put him that way? You have no idea what that kid has been through.
Screw you to all the women who have shitted over men.
Yes. You are putting yourself out there and portraying yourself, but you're not really fighting your inner demons. So how you're putting yourself off into the world.
Yeah.
Is your behavior.
Exactly.
Here he comes.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's coming.
Okay. Don't knock the camera over. I was gonna say, if you knock that over.
What the fuck is up, motherfucker?
Oh God, here he is. Here he is.
That's his favorite word, I think.
I think so too.
I think I've heard that like 7 times today from him.
Yeah, I've only talked to him once today.
I know.
He's leaving again.
That and then the other one is his other favorite word to say. He is an odd creature.
He isn't. He's an intriguing individual.
He is. Like, all I want to do is like pick his brain
Right.
because
I love picking his brain.
I know. Yeah, it's highly entertaining.
I feel like I'm in like a psychological battle.
Good.
For a man to be happy, he needs a battle.
Yes.
Will you stop?
Women-
Quit going in there. Get out of here. Thank you. Thank you for laying down. See, she behaves.
Okay. Anyways, as I was saying.
Wait, I want to say something.
Okay.
The way I was saying something, like if you view yourself as a horse, because there's truth to this.
Yeah.
If you view yourself as a horse, which is one of the most pure biological creatures on the earth,
yeah,
that we are capable of being around.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at one of them and how you need to treat them and take care of them in certain ways in order for them to be healthy, why would you not look at yourself the same way? It's a biological creature at one of its purest forms.
Mm-hmm.
A blessing put here on this earth by God himself.
Yeah.
Because if you don't look at it that way, how are you supposed to appreciate it?
Exactly.
There he goes.
Oh, I thought I fell again. I was like, no. Okay, if he's gonna do that the entire time, we're gonna have an issue.
Oh, I know. I'm like, dude.
No, I am going to say something.
He'll probably quit in a second.
That's fine.
What?
Well, let it do it. Let him do it a couple times. That's fine. But if he continues to do it, then I'm going to say
I
something.
don't care. He should
I know
stop
you
here
don't
in a
care.
second.
I know he probably will, but I'm saying if he doesn't, I'm going to say something.
Oh, God.
And you don't want to see my frustration. You've seen it.
Yeah, see? Okay.
I get it. He's just doing his thing, and that's fine. A few times is fine. Once it's more than a few, then it's a pattern. Then it's on purpose.
Oh, my God. He rides like that all the time.
That's fine.
He's just doing his thing. It is his
I am
house.
okay. I'm just saying. He's not going to be respectful.
We're learning, okay? Observing his behavior.
We are also trying to film an episode.
I understand.
Do you?
Yes.
I don't like that you're using a soft tone in the moment because you can tell I'm getting riled up.
I know. Trying to keep you calm.
I don't like it. Maybe you should feed me and I'll be okay.
I already did.
I'm still hungry. I'm also a little cold.
What the hell's in here that you have to eat?
My snacks.
Oh, right. Oh, I gotta try one of these.
That's fine. That's why I got them. Even though you bitched at me earlier about sweet.
Huh?
Nothing. Product placement.
Product, please.
Not sponsored. But we are sponsored.
We are sponsored.
We should probably talk about that.
Oh yeah. Hey, shout out the Magic Mind.
Good job, you said it right.
I know.
Good job
For the first time.
for the first
Um,
time.
we've been really appreciating getting just people in touch with your product.
Yeah.
And
We've had reoccurring people.
we've noticed that it's really helped a lot of people.
Mhm.
And I appreciate it because it's helped a bunch of my friends. And wouldn't be able to do it without you.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, you're such great. So thank you.
Yeah, totes don't remember what the deal is right now. But I know if you go to magicmind.com/nightytalks, you can get 20% off your subscription.
Yeah.
If you decide to do a recurring one, oh, she's back in there. So yeah, thank you, Magic Mind. magicmind.com/nightytalks.
Mm-hmm.
It's not cats out the bag, it's cats in the truck.
The cat's in the truck again?
Yeah.
Get out of it. What are you doing? God, this is insanity. This is the hardest podcast we've ever done.
No, we've done harder.
Not with these many distractions.
Oh. You want to try it before you eat that? Never mind.
Oh, dang it.
Fun.
You know how it is, though, dude. We gotta have snacks.
It's gonna leave a mark. Little snack break.
I can't believe we're doing this on film.
We've done it before. You made me eat. You didn't make me. The beginning of the God series. I wanted to eat a pickle, and you already started filming. So I had to fucking eat a pickle on camera.
You did. I told you, eat your pickle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, let me try these things.
Okay.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You know what's funny? I was up in Michigan and I was out there and my friend gave me this thing. He was like, "Hey dude, try this. It's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch." And I went, "Thanks." And I ate it. Man, whew,
It was good.
I felt funny afterwards. I don't know what the hell the deal was. Weird.
I think I remember that because we were talking on the phone, and I was like, "Of course you're talking about that. I'm the one making brownies."
Holy shit, these are fire.
I know. I'm not the biggest fan of them, so you are welcome to have the bag if you'd like.
You serious? How do you not like this?
It's a little too much cinnamon.
Mm.
I'm a big fan of the regular bugles. Bugles, right?
Yeah.
Or is it bungles?
Oh no, can we get back to the episode, please?
I'm ready whenever you are. Next bullet point. You gotta finish chewing, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can we get back to the episode? Can we get back to on track? You're the one still chewing. I'm just sitting here waiting patiently. Isn't it supposed to be waiting on a woman? Not waiting on a man?
You shouldn't make a man feel rushed. You should make him feel at peace.
Fair. Anybody should make anybody feel at
True.
peace.
True. You're right. Not saying you don't. I'm just
Correct. You're speaking in general.
I'm just answering back, like trying to think of the wittiest way I
No,
can be like,
you're
listen.
you're answering back, but also segueing.
True. I mean, if a woman's living her life, like we were talking about, like, you know, you got the 9 to 5 and you got all the time, whatever. And if you're a parent and you're having to juggle all these things.
You're working as a woman, you're working two
Yes.
jobs. 2 full-time jobs.
Something
with
that
overtime.
Right. Something that you have given birth to. Something that you should love the most in this world.
Children are a blessing.
Children are a blessing. You should want to instill wisdom into your kids.
Mm-hmm. And I've met some shitty mothers.
So have I.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, look at the blessing and look how beautiful your child is.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the gift.
Yep.
You should love that more than anything.
Mm-hmm. And I've heard that plenty of times. Like, you know what love is before you have a kid, but it is a whole different level once you have one, is what I've been told.
Mm-hmm.
And I can believe that.
It's just,
Like, I don't have one yet, and I would do anything for my nieces and nephews. So I can only imagine how much more intently and deeply I will feel that whenever I have one.
mm-hmm. So if you're not living life in a way that you should,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going against your natural self as a human,
You're setting yourself up for failure.
you're setting yourself up for failure. If you're not healing from the things that have hurt you in life,
Mm-hmm.
you just pass that hurt.
You're just letting bitterness and anger control your life.
Yes. And you're not living in a free way. That doesn't mean freedom in this country,
Mm-mm.
but like freedom as a person, as a whole person.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think you know what we're saying, but you're doing the things that we have been saying, just know that you're not.
Mm-hmm.
You are not. You are not whole. You are not free. You are living in a prison
You're choosing to live in brokenness.
known as your head.
That's a scary place to live.
You are living in fear.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Used to be terrified of my brain. I remember saying that at one point. I don't like my mind. I don't
Oh, I hate
understand it.
mine.
I used to.
I used to. Now I'm actually grateful
Mm-hmm.
for mine.
I used to speak so negatively about my brain.
I mean, this is resilience on a psychological level.
I wouldn't use the word resilience. I would
What?
use the word forgery.
I am resilient because I have been forged in the fire of
Life.
life.
You know what fire also does?
Makes-
Purifies.
Huh?
What were you going to say?
What did you say?
Purifies.
It does purify.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just because somebody else couldn't see my worth doesn't mean anything about me.
Exactly.
That's your problem.
Exactly.
That's your burden to carry.
Exactly. It's the exact same thing I said about my 1X. So, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, fool? Filming a video.
I see that. How long you guys been doing this?
It should tell you down there. What does it say?
Dang,
An
an hour.
hour? Okay.
About an hour plus the, the
Hour
15
and-
minutes before it fell.
Hour and 7 minutes, I think.
We used to her directing, so like it's interesting.
This is how we normally do this.
Uh-huh.
This is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back of the truck. I like the scenery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Picked a good spot.
Yeah.
Good vibrations, good energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also fucking stoned right
Oh God, don't come over here.
now. I'll behave. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Luna. I've been looking for. I got to feed her, so I'm gonna
She-
grab her. This
Okay.
very nice kitty.
I know. She's been on here the whole time.
She
I'm
been
glad you're
chilling.
here to take her away.
She keeps slamming in the truck.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The famous
our first
Dakota.
ever. Huh?
Oh, I thought you were going to say our first ever mascot.
Yeah, our first
I,
ever.
I was going to say the famous Dakota.
Oh, our first ever mascot, Dakota.
No.
But yeah, I just
Your worth is carried in how you feel about oneself, and if you do not love oneself, then what is your purpose?
you can't love somebody else, that's for sure.
That too, if you try to be in a relationship with somebody and you don't love oneself. Sorry.
If
didn't
you
mean
don't
to
love
derail you.
yourself, you cannot love another person.
You are correct.
If you don't love yourself, you can't. Sorry. There's no way around it. There's nothing you can say about it. And if you haven't forgiven yourself for the dumb shit you've done in life,
That too.
if you haven't tried to understand what makes you tick,
Mm-hmm.
if you haven't tried to be a better person, if you haven't tried to not hurt other people,
And many people do that.
I know. How weak.
And many people,
Weak.
like we
How
said,
weak and insecure.
like we said, many people live in transactional relationships because they don't understand what unconditional love is.
Yes. And when they get unconditional love, even if they think they're ready for that, they're not. And you never will be because you just don't want to change
Right.
and learn.
If you do not self-analyze.
No, you have to self-analyze.
There's many things I took away from therapy. But that was the one thing I was really proud of my therapist that told me one time. She's like, you do a really good job of self-internalizing and self-analyzing.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have that ability.
That's what I started doing. That's why
you started to change.
That's why I came into. This isn't change. People hear change and then they freak out like, I hate change. This is transformation.
Yes.
This is evolving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you aren't doing this, you are not transforming. You are not evolving. You are stagnant. You're not moving anywhere.
You're complacent.
You're complacent. And if you think your life is going to get better, if you're just stuck,
That's just being lazy.
and God hates the lazy.
There's,
God hates a quitter.
there's
And you're quitting on yourself.
Mm-hmm. What is that thing? There's like 7 deadly sins or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't one of them like laziness or slothness or something? I don't know. I know.
Sloth.
Sloth.
Laziness.
What is, yeah. Hey, you want to go grab mine? I'm perched. And I'm cold.
I'm sorry we're sloppy today.
We are not sloppy. This is authenticity.
I know. I feel like we're sloppy today.
Stop thinking like that. We're not. Why are you being negative about it?
I'm not.
That's how it's coming across.
I'm analyzing.
Okay. That's fair. Mine's right there. Don't let her get a cat hair on it.
Can't believe this. I'm covered in cat hair. I gotta go back up to Detroit this week.
I know.
See my friends.
Yes. And also grab things. Because did you grab me things? This is why I have to remind Joe multiple times of simple things. His brain is so high functioning that he forgets that I say things a couple of times.
She thinks this way, which means that she doesn't trust me or have faith in
That
me.
is not true.
With
With the face,
See?
the face you made. I need to put my hoodie on. Please hold.
She's assuming that I wouldn't do that.
The face you made says otherwise.
Yes, I have gotten you things.
I said I wanted Detroit gifts.
I got some.
I wanted the D.
Well, I mean,
I kind of hope that picked it up.
ask her about it. She'll tell you.
Oh my gosh.
Errol, there's this one.
Stop.
Oh God, I'm glad you stopped me.
Pets break. All right, that should be low enough.
But yeah,
I do trust you.
I know. I was talking to my Michigan sugar mama, my dearest friend up there.
Mm-hmm.
One of my dearest friends. I have many friends up there.
Can't see.
But she she's a total badass. Not gonna lie to you. She was talking to me. I was up there, and we went out to eat, and she was saying to me that she was having troubles with like anxiety and stuff like that. And this girl's a total badass, okay? She's like a vice president of a company, and
She's a boss babe.
she is. But we were sitting there eating dinner, and I was like, honey, maybe you're having the overall like issues you're having because you're fighting your natural just self. Because she's sitting there talking, and she's like, I just want to find somebody to settle down with and just have kids with and, you know, do what I do. And I'm like, I know it's hard. Like, I know it is. Because you're fighting your natural self. But it's hard to get through life, you know, and not do it. And this is what we're saying about how our society really is. What?
I saw something.
What'd you see?
No, it's gone, so you don't see it.
What was it?
It was a cardinal.
Really?
Yeah.
What I'm saying, ladies, is it's not like an attack. This is just coming from a man who cares about women.
Yes.
I don't view women as objects. I view women as one of God's most beautiful creations.
You are one of the most caring men that I have ever met.
What I'm saying is, that's how I view women and the women around me. So if you don't behave in a way that is like that,
Mm-hmm.
then what am I going to think about you?
Oh, she's uppity. She's snooty. She's difficult. And not in a sense of, oh, she's difficult, so it mentally challenges me in a good way. It mentally exhausts me.
Yeah.
Sorry. Men are tired of being exhausted. All they want is peace.
Yeah. Like,
and if, as a woman, you cannot provide peace, not sorry. That is on you.
You're supposed to be a nurturing.
Nurturing and mothering. That's how we're wired.
Yeah,
That's how women are wired.
That's how you should be. And like, if you're not like that, you're fighting your natural self. Regardless how you feel about it. Regardless how you feel. If you don't like what I'm saying,
That's fine.
that's fine. Because you're still just wrong. You're still just wrong. Because that is the natural order of our bodies on this earth.
Yep.
Broken down to the root fundamental, this is this.
You could even go into the like you said, biology and the scientific.
Right. If you're not going to believe in God, then I guess you have to believe in science.
Yep.
If you have a degree
We're not
that
gonna,
requires scientific things,
right. We're not going to sit here and talk about that because you and I are not scientists.
excuse me, I am most definitely a scientist.
Of biology and anatomy.
No, but I am still a scientific person, so I have understanding of these creatures.
Let me rephrase that. We do not have PhDs in biology and anatomy.
True, there you go.
That is what I
Thank
should
you.
have said.
I'm well educated.
I didn't say you weren't. Me, on the other hand.
Hey, she went fishing today.
I did.
She actually caught a fish. First
did.
cast. Only fish we caught all day.
It's 12 inches.
You're damn right it was.
Is he what? Damn, I should call him.
What? What'd you just say?
I kind of don't want to tell you. I just want you to review the tape.
I can't wait.
Or do you want me to tell you?
No.
Okay.
No, I want to find out.
Okay. Because there's been times you've done that to me. You're like, just wait till she hears it.
You know what's funny?
Hmm.
What's funny is that somebody would look at this and think, if you don't look at this life at that level and say, this is how I know that if I live this way, I am living at optimal human level.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're just living your life in a lesser way.
Yep.
And it's not like we're attacking somebody's character. It's not like we're attacking somebody who makes decisions on this earth just like we do.
No, we are not attacking anybody individually.
Yeah, we're not attacking anyone. We are just speaking in general terms.
Yes, because this is our podcast.
True. But like, if you don't live this life, we're just telling you, if you don't live this life that we are in, if you don't live it this way,
ask us how we know.
ask us how we know. You're not listening to wisdom.
That was a beautiful thing someone told me the other night. Was make sure that you have friends who are older than you and you have friends who are younger than you so that wisdom can be poured into you and that you can pour into others.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something that American society has lost touch of.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of empathy left in this world.
Nope.
Not a lot of kindness left in this world.
No. Too many people are not appreciated.
They're taking offense and they're bitter.
Well, I'm saying, yes. There are people that are doing that, and there are people who have been on the receiving end of just not being appreciated.
Mm-hmm. We experienced that today.
The old hag from Walmart?
The old lady
Jeez.
at Walmart, yes.
Good God.
It came back. It's behind you again. What I saw. So.
Oh. Cardinal. That old bitch. I tell you, dude. I tell you.
Hey, let's not name call.
She flipped me off.
She was grumpy. She was bitter.
Started driving straight at me for no fucking reason.
I know.
Like, what are you doing?
There's 3 other cars who saw it. Highly entertaining in the passenger seat. We just had to laugh at it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
She wasn't prepared for me to just slam my
No,
brakes
she
on
was
it.
not.
And I stared her down and I was like,
Which is another reason why you and I are friends, because you reacted the exact same way I would to that situation.
I actually know that you're being honest because of whenever we're on the phone. What the fuck are you doing?
Yep. And then he's like, "Ow, those are my ears," and I'm like, "Sorry."
I love you too. I'm so thankful to have animals back in my life.
I'm glad you have them too.
Very thankful.
It's a need for you.
It is, and I actually I had never had a dog. We had cats, but like
Mhm.
I had never had a dog that was mine.
Right.
And like being around, like in a way I felt like he was my dog out of the dogs we had.
Yeah, no, I get
And
that. I miss the hell out of Bandit. That dog was my dog.
mhm.
I took care of him. I healed his skin issues. He was my dog.
I think about him all the time, man. I'm like, I hope he's down there running around a horse field somewhere just enjoying life.
Right. I remember seeing a post one time that said, imagine how the dog felt when y'all broke up.
Yeah.
Because one day you're there and then one day you're just gone. And I remember reading that and I was like,
Yeah, think about the dog.
bawling my eyes out.
Think about the dogs.
Yeah.
Think about the horses.
Any
about
animal
the
that
cat.
you have had to leave.
Think about the cows.
The chickens. The lizards. Not the guinea pigs.
Dude, I had a Dr. Doolittle guinea pig when I was younger named
Heck yeah.
Cass.
It's awesome. She's in there. She in the front?
Can you explain what you're doing, please?
She driving?
She's driving.
Mhm.
Well, when the truck starts going off, Cass driving.
I'm gonna jump off so I don't break a bone again.
Dude, what if she was in the car and it was in drive and she got up, or no, it was in park and she got up there and hit drive and then hit the FSD
Yeah. Oh, and the yeah.
and the car just took off.
In the Tesla.
Yeah.
I wonder if that has happened though, because it has like a pet friendly mode. So like, what if someone took their cat with them and ran somewhere to like run a quick errand, and brought their cat with them, and that happened?
God, I would love to know if that's ever happened. If you know anyone who's ever had that happen to them that owns a Tesla, please get a hold of us.
Well, I guess if it's in the pet mode, like it's probably not, but still, that'd be wild.
The pet mode's for the atmosphere.
Yeah, I know, but still, maybe Elon should look into that. Make sure it doesn't happen.
I might try to make it happen.
Keep our animals safe. Side note, you know what I hope comes through the woods? Bigfoot.
Please. Please.
That'd be cool.
Dude, Bigfoot is
Bigfoot's real?
I know a lot of people say that was all fake, and then a lot of people are like, whatever.
He's real. Do you know why I know he's real?
Why?
Because he is the gatekeeper of the other realms.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Let's just say that there are aliens. I agree with you too. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying, like,
Right, my theory.
right. I wouldn't even say this is my theory. Like, there's a few thoughts I have on this.
Right.
That's one of them. It's the interdimensional,
Mm-hmm.
an interdimensional being.
Yep. There's a lot of people that believe that. There's a whole podcast about it.
Mm-hmm. I have a photo of a footprint down in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And then another podcast talked about it. Oh, actually, there was a sighting.
Yeah.
Down there.
Are you talking about that post that we saw?
Yeah.
That was debunked.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like, and Well, let's just say there aliens are real. I mean, if it's an extraterrestrial being, that means that it can shift, but probably between our inner dimensions and not be seen.
Right.
So the times that it has been seen,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it just wanted to be.
Right. Possibility.
We've had phones for quite a while. Why are all these Bigfoot videos fucking shot on potatoes?
I mean, you could say the same for the government's quality of stuff. We're not gonna go. We've already been filming for at least an hour, so we need to.
See, this is our problem. We'll just start talking.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
just
start talking. So we don't want to go too far off track.
But I literally hold on. Let me finish. So
Yeah, let's finish.
well, let's just finish. What I'm saying is that like, is either you're a man or a woman.
Mm-hmm.
How you are portraying yourself out here into our world that we're living in, based on not what you say, because words mean nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that means anything is action. So if your behavior,
Yeah, you just had me. I just had a realization. Continue. We'll talk about it when we're done.
okay, your behavior and how you portray yourself out into this world means nothing to anyone else except for yourself, because that is the type of human
Mm-hmm.
you are being out here in the world. So all the times that you look at somebody and you don't like them,
Mm-hmm.
for instance, as I was trying to tell Dakota, maybe you are so close to your blessing, but you're never going to get it because you are not the kind of man that you need to be in order to get that type of blessing.
Yeah.
That's like when you're walking down the street, you see a homeless person and you just pass them by.
Mm-hmm.
Except the difference is that you're the homeless person and the person walking by is God.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think to yourself, is my behavior an indication of my character as a person? Or have I not healed from past trauma that is making me behave as a person I don't want to put myself off to be?
It's pretty deep.
Mm-hmm.
Life is not meant to be lived in the shallow.
No. If you are limiting yourself, you are not living this life.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I know this big ass world seems scary and all. But all you're doing is just fearing
Mm-hmm.
transformation and evolving into a great human being.
Yeah.
That does not mean success does not always mean money.
Nope.
Success means how you are as a person and how you put yourself off and how you how you treat other humans.
Mm-hmm.
That is success.
Yep.
The money will follow.
Yeah.
The money will follow.
Mm-hmm.
It's inevitable.
Yeah.
And if it's not money by means, it's whatever you want.
It is wealth in another form.
It is living abundantly.
Yes. She agrees.
Does not always mean wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it just means this beautiful creature put here on earth. Living as this is a feral cat.
Mm-hmm.
But look at her.
She's got the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear that?
I did. It came from this direction. No, it came from this direction.
Oh, it's a car. Shit, I was like, damn, we're about to get Bigfoot on here. All right, well, we've been talking for too much, and
I want to go watch the sunset.
I could talk for hours on this.
We could. But that's why we don't. We leave the people wanting more.
Yeah, we'll just do this again. We'll just talk more about
Damn, you're
life.
just like a man leaving a woman wanting more.
Some men do.
I was going to say, leaving unsatisfied. I think she's satisfied.
Maybe it's not satisfaction that's the problem. Maybe it's just wanting more.
Okay. Well, women are greedy, so.
They are greedy. Appreciate what you have while you have it.
Yep.
Because regret of not appreciating something
Yep.
hurts. Trust me.
Yes, it does.
I've been there.
So have I.
I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, let's shout out to the old kitty over here. And, yeah. Y'all
Yeah.
take it easy.
You're going to end it?
Yeah, what is it? Let's see if she stays on there.
And on that note, there goes the cat. Oh my god, there's a hole. Not really. Just remember, it is Cincinnati against the world, and we're at the Country Home.
Did the cat jump off? Oh my God. Honey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Are you okay? Oh, thank God. Oh, honey.
Just
We
like a
can't leave you
woman, just like a
behind.
woman, she laid
We
down.
can't leave